So this is for question 1, which is identify and explain 2 techniques for presenting content information in ways that students comprehend. So one of my favorite ways to present content information in ways that students can comprehend is for modeling. And when I do this, I tend to always have the document camera up, especially when we're doing like graphic organizers or things that students just simply don't usually comprehend when they're doing it by themselves with just an explanation. I find it produces better results and they always have a better understanding. The second technique for presenting content information in ways that students comprehend that I really like and use quite a bit is scaffolding. I'm currently working with high school freshmen in English 1, and I find that having a scaffolded essay writing process has really helped them to come to terms with the way that you need to write an essay on the STAR test. And a lot of students aren't strong writers at this point, which is no fault of their own. It's just not something that they've worked a ton on. And so when we do this scaffolded writing process, they really shine. They know how to write their essay in a way that's going to get them a 4 instead of a 1 on the STAR grading scale. And I think that's really beneficial to them, especially because they know that they're going to have to do this on a big test like the STAR. So question 2 says to discuss 2 ways to provide directions for completing academic tasks. One of my favorite ways to do so is to type out all instructions and give them a copy of it, but also go over it so that they have a visual that they can look at as we're figuring out what we're going to do for the day. And then another one of my favorite ways to provide directions for completing academic tasks is to do it as we go. So if we're doing a project or an assignment that has multiple parts to it, you only give them the directions for the part that they're currently doing. This helps us to avoid a lot of confusion and it helps the day flow better. So question 3 says to discuss 2 ways you can avoid having students become confused about accomplishing academic tasks. My favorite way to do this is to always make myself available. So I'm always walking around the room, or I'm always up at the board answering questions, or I'm always modeling on the document camera. I just think it really helps to diminish confusion in the classroom. Another way that I like to do this is especially used in my classroom during reading. So we will chunk our text and we'll read a section and then we'll have a critical thinking session after it where we kind of discuss and I'll ask them higher level thinking questions just so we can make sure that we all comprehend what we were doing. And then, of course, all of these strategies that I listed are in the Echevarria et al. Textbook and the videos for Chapter 4, Comprehensible Input, and Chapter 5, Strategies.